Hey, what is going on, everyone? Today I will be bringing you a iPod video for the first time in a while. This also iPhones, iDevices, I guess. I'm going to be showing you today how you can jailbreak your iDevice on 5.0.1, and it's also an untethered jailbreak. So as you can see, it's 5.0.1. Fresh install and all that. And I already had this jailbroken a few times. I had it jailbroken already on this firmware, but it was tethered, but an untethered one just came out. So I'm going to be reinstalling the jailbreak. Now, first off, you're going to have to use iTunes to go ahead and update your firmware to 5.0.1. And once you do that, you'll also need to get a hold of the jailbreak. Today we will be using Redsn0w. It is 0.9.10 B1. And this isn't untethered for all iDevices. I don't know which ones exactly it is, but we'll see what's up. There's also a few things you're going to have to do. Now, if you've previously upgraded or downgraded firmwares, or you had to go in and change the hosts file in your iTunes, this is what you're going to have to do. You have to download this program called Tiny Umbrella. And this is why you're updating, because if you don't do this and you've already changed the host file in the past, then your updates will fail and you won't be able to update to iOS 5. Just have to bring up all this. Okay, this is what you have to do. In Tiny Umbrella, you have to go to Advanced. You could also do this. Okay, cool. Okay, don't really care about that. You could also do this manually, but just run Tiny Umbrella, and this is a really good software to have if you want to back up your SSH files and all that. But you use this, and you have to uncheck Set Host to Cydia on Exit. So just uncheck that, and you should be able to update. And now, as for running Redsn0w, I'm going to run this as admin. And I'm going to show you a problem that many people have had, and I actually had this a few times while jailbreaking. Let me just enter Control-Alt-Delete on here. Allow access. Come on. Alright, there we go. And I'm on Windows 7, of course. But this is what you have to do. I recommend doing this just so you don't run into any issues. And if your Redsn0w keeps freezing or locking up or it won't continue, this is why. Well, this might be one of the reasons. So go to Process on Redsn0w, right-click it, set affinity, and uncheck CPU 1 and check CPU 0. And if you do that, it should run smoothly. Now what we're going to do is just hit jailbreak, and it's going to tell you what to do now. It will say that you have to plug this into your computer, plug your iDevice into your computer, and turn it off. So that's what we're going to be doing. First, we'll just turn off the iDevice, and I'm going to turn up my speakers as loud as I can just so we get all the alerts. Now what we have to do here is we're going to pop it into DFU mode. So to do this, it'll give you on-screen instructions that are pretty explicit, but all you have to do is while it's off, turn it on. Then when it comes on, hold down both the power and the home buttons, and when it does that, release the power button, but hold the home button. And if you hear that, that means that it has gone into DFU mode. As you can see, it's going to start exploiting automatically. And now it's actually going to do the jailbreak. So DFU mode, I'm just explaining it. It's when your iPod is on, but it's in a strict recovery mode, like as in it's on, but not even the screen will come on. There's a difference. There's recovery mode and there's DFU mode. Recovery mode is a lot like DFU mode, except it shows the iTunes to iPod, like iTunes to USB screen on there. But it's not the same thing. You have to go into DFU mode. And if the guide on here doesn't help you and me showing you does not help you, look it up on YouTube, and other people do excellent job explaining it. It's one of those things, the first like 1 or 2 times you do it, it's kind of hard, but after that, it's okay. And what we're going to do is I'm going to install Cydia and enable battery percentage, just because I like having that. And of course you have to install Cydia. Now we're going to have to wait for another reboot. And as you can see, we have stuff on our screen now. And like I said, if you get to any of these areas, and now it says everything else on our iPod, so we can X out of Redsn0w. I'm not going to. I'm just going to let this run. But many people have issues with either exploiting the kernel or uploading RAM disk. Just at any point in the process, if your Redsn0w freezes up on you or something, just try what I did at the beginning of the video. Just set your affinity from CPU 1 to CPU 0. I honestly can't answer exactly what it does. All I know is that every time I've had issues with jailbreaks, that's helped me out. And it's always specifically Redsn0w. I haven't had issues with Spirit or what was the first jailbreak I used? I don't even remember what it was called, but those are old jailbreaks from like a year or 2 ago. And I believe, if I remember right, this is an untethered jailbreak, of course, but it's untethered on iPod Touches 3 and 4. And I think maybe the iPhone 4, the iPhone 3GS, the iPhone 3G. I think that's it. I don't think it's on the iPad 2 or the 4S yet. Because those ones, actually, those two devices, since they have dual-core processors, they require a completely different jailbreak, if that makes any sense. And we just have to slowly wait for this to move my applications. Even though I really don't have anything on here, but alright. There we go. It's moving along a little bit now, installing bundles. And if you did it correctly, you should be reset back to the springboard without having to do any type of tethers. And there we go. So I'll go ahead and show you all this. Let me load up my Wi-Fi. Oh, I don't even have SB settings on there. Hold on. Just not showing everyone my Wi-Fi network. Okay, should be connected. Once you're back at this screen, all you have to do is open up Cydia, and I'll just go ahead and use user, run your updates, and you should be good to go. So now that you've done all that, go ahead, add some sources, install some things if you want to, but you should have successfully jailbroken your iDevice. That's all there is to it. Pretty easy to do. So, hope I help you guys out, and any questions, leave a comment, message me, do whatever.